Hey there, my friends. Happy Tuesday. It's Jen Pittavbach with By the Shore Stamping. I am so excited to be here with you today for our Teach Me Tuesday video. Before I get started, I wanted to remind you of a couple of things though first. So Sale-A-Brate only lasts for 3 more days. Today is Tuesday, September 28th, and Sale-A-Brate ends on the 30th. So I'm going to show you some really fun paper so you can see. We're going to do a fun accordion fold, and I'm going to highlight this paper, which is a freebie with Sale-A-Brate. So you can earn this for free with a $50 purchase, which is super exciting. But I also wanted to remind you about the starter kit. So that is expiring in the next 3 days as well. And what that is if you're finding in the new holiday catalog, you're loving a lot of the product, you may want to listen up for a second. It's going to be able to get you a little more bang for your buck and a permanent discount for as long as you're active, of 20% or more off. And that goes through the entire catalog period, which is through early January. So the way it works, it's $99 plus tax if you have tax in your state, and then you get to pick $125 worth of product of your choice, so anything you want, and you will then also get, as part of Sale-A-Brate, so only for the next 3 days, you get to pick one of 9 stamp sets from the holiday catalog for free, in addition to that $125 worth of product. So you only pay $99 plus tax, and then you get $125 worth of product plus the free bundle. So if you really love Stampin' Up! Product, or you have a really big wish list right now, make sure you check that out. Shout out at me below if you need help, or you can always email me at jenpitta@comcast.net. But definitely don't wait, because this is expiring on September 30th. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm actually highlighting, like I said, a Sale-A-Brate paper. This is one I didn't really get much time to play with, and it actually coordinates with the Peaceful Deer bundle, which is part of the holiday catalog mini. So right now, this bundle, it's the deer punch and the coordinating stamp set, is not available to order, I believe, or it might be on back order status. I don't remember, but you can't get it immediately, but it is going to be available again, whereas this paper that coordinates is gone in 3 days. So if you really like the coordination of those two products, which I can tell you, they work so nicely together, then you want to make sure you grab that ASAP. And this is available for free with any $50 purchase. So let me just show you two. Here is in the Sale-A-Brate brochure. And you don't want to dilly-dally on these either, because the bedazzling paper here is sold out, as are the sheep dies. So you want to really make sure you grab what you want now. But look at how cute these projects are with this paper and that bundle. So again, the bundle is on back order and or not orderable. I don't remember what the status is, but it's one of the two. So you won't be able to get it immediately, but you can get this paper now, and the deer bundle will be coming back. So that's what I'm using. It's very rustic. It works really well with a variety of our stamps and accessories, but it just works really well with that deer bundle. So I'm pairing it with Peaceful Cabin, which is an awesome stamp set. This is actually the stamp set, hint, hint, or sneak peek, I guess I should say, that I'm using for Creative Escape in November. This is going to be our make and take stamp set. So just a heads up, I love this one. I've been playing with it a ton, and it's super versatile. I love that it's not just holiday sentiments, so you can really use it all year round. So that's a sneak peek. Registration for that actually closes tomorrow. So if you need any information about any of those things, feel free to shout at me. I'd be happy to help. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and do a fancy fold, because I know you all love that. So, and I have another little special for you too, which I'll remind you about in a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a card base that is 5.5 by 12 inches. And we're going to go ahead and score this base at 1 3/4. This is on the long side, so I'm putting the 12-inch side along the top. We're going to do 1 3/4, 4 3/4. And I'm going to open up my arm here, and we're going to do 7 3/4. Okay. Woo! Geesh, I just sent my stamp pad flying. All right, so that's all I need that for. Okay, and then it's accordion fold. So we're going to fold this way. Where did my bone folder go? It's right here. Then this one will get folded back like this, okay? And then this one is actually going to fold like that. Okay, so that's the basis of our card, and it's going to open like this, okay? And this design was actually from, I believe, from Lynn Dunn, is another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but I saw her, she had done it a while back with a different stamp set, and I just thought it would work so well to show off this fun paper, right? So you can see some of the fun patterns that are part of this. So for the inside, or I'm sorry, for the outside, so the 3 pieces that are going to show here, you want a piece here that is 5.5. I think this is this one, right? Yeah. So this one is 5.5 by 1.5 for here. Okay. This one, oh, this goes like this. 5.5 by 1.5. Okay. This one is going to be 5.25 by 1.5. 5.25 by 1.5, and then 5.25 by 1.25 for here, and 5.25 by 2 3/4 there. So those are our outside designer series papers. So I'm going to go ahead and attach those down so we don't get them mixed up, and then I'll go through the measurements of the ones on the inside as well. So we're going to go ahead and tape all of these down. So this card really is all about the paper. So you want to make sure you're picking a paper that you really love and that you really want to show off, because that's what this card is going to do. It's going to show it off. Okay. So now this one goes here. I love the rustic nature of this paper. If you guys have, I think it's retired now, but the Rustic Retreat stamp set, that would be a really good one to use this with. Or like I said, the Deer set, the Peaceful Cabin set. There's a camping set that would be really cute with this. So you can use it for all time of year too. So it doesn't have to be for Christmas, I don't think. So we've had some past deer sets too that would work, or the moose. Remember the moose bundle? If you have that one, that would be really great with this paper. So definitely make sure you grab some if you haven't already. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so now the inside pieces. The large one, again, is going to be 5.25 by 2 3/4, and then the other one, I'm going to put the polka dots out again. This one is 5.25 by 1.5. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach those. Like I said, this card is super easy once you get everything cut. It's just assembly, and not a whole lot of stamping for me. If you were doing the deer bundle, you might have a little bit more stamping and punching, but because you got the punch, it makes it really nice and easy. There we go. My seal was not being nice. There we go. I'm going to stick that there. Okay. So now we have, oh, and I forgot, you need a piece of Whisper White. I didn't cut it, but you need, or basic white, that is 2 3/4 by 5.25. So let me grab a piece. 2 3/4. Actually, I'm going to do it on this side, since there's already a hole in it. 2 3/4 by 5.25. Okay, get that out of the way. And that's just going to go right up against that pattern paper there, to give us something to stamp and or write on for the inside. So I'm just going to put that right there. All right, so now we're going to need a 1 by 12" piece of, I'm using basic white. You could use garden green if you wanted to, but I wanted it to kind of pop off a little bit. I did not score this or do anything like that. I just kind of centered it on the card and then folded it over with my fingers. And you want to just make sure you got it straight. Okay, like that. Okay, so I have it so it's folded, it's lining up perfectly. So what I do now is I'm going to just go ahead and take my seal, and I'm going to put a little bit here and a little bit on the end over here. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and make sure it's lined up again, and then seal it tight. You want it to be pretty tight around the card, but not so tight that you won't be able to slide it off. So you can see I can slide that off, so that's gonna work perfectly. Now I'm using my black organdy glitter ribbon to pull out that black from this pattern. And I'm gonna cut myself a decent sized piece because I want to tie a little bow. Okay, and notice I'm tying it around this white belly band. So the good news about that is that once I tie this bow, and this organdy ribbon ties beautiful bows, I will not have to tie or untie it again. It's gonna be all set to go. I think I have not enough ribbon on the other side. I may have to, hold on, this one's too short. Let me do a little bit and try that again. Okay, let's do that again. I was running a little bit low on one side. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and tie this off to the side. I like to do one little bunny ear, and then I'm gonna wrap that around and tuck it through like that. And I wanna pull it nice and tight and then floof it. I don't want it quite that big. I do want it big and floofy, but not too big. So I'm just gonna play with it a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna just trim those down. This is kind of a little out of control here. So let me just get that to sit a little bit better. There we go. Okay. There. I'll trim that down again. All right, so there's my little bow. Cute, right? So see what I mean by it's tied onto this belly band, which means now I just move this instead of having to tie or untie the card, which is really cool. All right, so now I have the basic black scallop circle and a basic white circle for stamping. I cut those out with my layering circles dies. Now I'm going to stamp some little trees on here. I didn't have a whole lot of room for my sentiment when I did the original, so I'm going to try and slide this over just a little bit without losing the other tree entirely. Like that. There we go. And then I'm going to take the Memento Black and, oh, did I not bring my sentiment over here? Let's grab that. I'm recording on the other side of my room today because it's nighttime and it's a little dark in the area where I normally do my videos at this time of night. So I usually use the daylight, and well, there's none of that right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp that. There you go. So I have my thank you and my garden green, and I'm gonna tape that together like so. And we'll tape that down. Okay. And now this I'm going to attach to just the belly band. So this will slide on and off the card at the same time. But in order to make sure that lands in the right space, what do I do with my dimensionals? Let's see. Okay, here they are. I'm going to go ahead and grab my dimensionals. And I'm actually going to put them right onto the belly band. And I'm going to make sure I'm overlapping the ribbon and making sure they stay fully attached to that cardstock so that the sentiment or the circle won't float around. And then I'm going to just go ahead and attach that to those dimensionals. And there you have it. You can slide that off. You have your cute little accordion card, and you can put your little sentiment inside. Actually, I don't know if it will fit. I was going to say I could put the sentiment in the middle, but it might not fit. So I'll have to find another one to put in there. But there you go. There is your accordion bio or fold card. Super easy, super cute. Before I let you go, I do want to remind you too. So in addition to Sale-A-Brate and getting the free celebration reward from Stampin' Up, if you place an order and use this host code before Thursday as well, you'll get my card kits for this month for free. We had virtual card class today on my Facebook page by the Shore Stamping. You can check out the replay if you want to go over there. If you spend $50, you get not only the kits, but you'll also get the Wink Stella pen that I used to make all that glitz happen. So lots of ways to capitalize on getting the things you want out of that holiday catalog, right? So we have Sale-A-Brate through Thursday. These kits are actually, you can get them through Friday, but why not order before that so that you get the Sale-A-Brate item from Stampin' Up. You can get your free kits from me, and if your order is over $50, which it needs to be for the Sale-A-Brate reward, then you'll get your Wink of Stella too. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Creative Escape. I'll put that in the link below as well. And I am so appreciative of you watching. If you like this video, go ahead and click like. And if you really want to make my day, go ahead and subscribe. I will see you next time. Have a great week. Bye for now.